Hey, what is up guys, Clack here, and today I am doing threes on my Resto Druid, and oh my gosh, it feels like a whole different class to me because I changed up a few specs and a few talents, and it feels totally different, like totally different playstyle. I can stay way the fuck back. I don't even have to worry about cloning too much because the pressure, it's not going to be really there. Because the heals, I can just pretty much out heal anything, and my number one objective is to not get CC'd. If I'm going to be CC'd, my team's going to die. So again, my main objective is to not get CC. I know Resto Druids have a lot of CC, clones, bash, but to me sometimes it's not worth it if I have to take risks. If there's like a demon hunter, I'm not gonna go up there and try to CC because he's got like a 20-yard range kick, and then he's got his imprisonment, and it just makes your life a living hell. So I rather just stay back far as possible and keep up my team and let them do the controlling of the game. And in these games, I play RMD with a arcane mage actually, and the arcane mage is just, oh my god, just disgustingly good. He's a good mage for sure, and he plays the spec and totally perfect. It seems like I don't even know what to look for in a arcane mage, but whatever he does it right. And he pretty much gets good CC. He does a crazy amount of damage, and it's hard for melee to even go him, and it's hard for teams to even go him in general, just because he has like 3 blinks or whatever. And but yet people still keep going for him. A lot of people don't like to go rogues, it seems like. In these games I'll be 2200 MMR, and we actually did not lose a single game. I think we played about 14 games in a row, and all at we started I think at 2k MMR, and then we went up to like 2250 MMR. It was just sickening. We didn't lose a single game. The comp is definitely OP, the players were definitely good, and I really enjoyed it. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you some games, but first let me show you the talents. Alright, I'm just going to go ahead and go over the talents that I go real quick. For my normal talents, I go for Abundance, Displaces Beast, Guardians Affinity, Mighty Bash, and Cultivation. This one can change. It's either Cultivation or Soul of Forest. Basically, if I'm facing a really bursting team that's not with a mage, I'd run Soul of Forest because I can do, you know, I can proc it, and then I can do Overgrowth, and obviously it's going to be really big burst heals. If I'm facing like an AIDS team, I normally go Cultivation, and so that's pretty much the only times I ever change this up. Most of the time it's going to stay the same. Next ones are going to be Germination and Stonebark. And for my PvP talents, these pretty much always normally stay the same. Gliders, Medallion, or Adapt. One thing you gotta make sure though when you run Adaptation, when you're facing like an RMD, is to make sure you don't get sapped. Because if you get sapped, your trinket will proc. And so I run Medallion basically when there's certain things to trinket. Like blinds, or you know, just specific things, more situational. The next talent's going to be Defender's Week. Sometimes I go Vim and Vingor, but I prefer Defender of the Week most of the time, just because, you know, when your target's low, you really want to get them up. Even though 20% really seems appetizing, I don't really normally have a problem doing big heals. It's more of just getting it off, if that makes sense. And then for the next talent, I go Druid Claw, Cyclone, Nourish, and Overgrowth. I used to go Fortified Bark, but Nourish is just so strong, again, because the healing touch is amazing. And I don't know if you guys know this, anytime, as you read it, anytime you cast the ability and if there's a missing hot, it will apply that hot. So it's freaking amazing. Honestly, it makes you like a godlike healer. I truly believe that Resto Druids are probably one of the best healers. I think they are the best healers, in my personal opinion. They are the best healers. The survivability is pretty good. It's alright. The survivability is alright. If you have good teammates, you're live lords, just like any other healer. But I truly think Resto Druids are the best of the best. Alright, okay, let's go ahead and hop into the games now. Alright, keep in mind my objective as the Resto Druid in these games as RMD is I'm not really trying to CC. I know the comp is all about control, but I feel that Mage and Rogue have enough control that I don't really have to put myself in a shitty situation to get some CC, because they totally have that. If I just keep them alive, we're going to win. And that's pretty much what happens in every game that we played. We never lost. A lot of Druids tend to feel like they need to get CC off when the damage output is just too much, but frankly, it's not like that. Resto Druids they can pretty much heal through anything. If you're not going to be in CC, nothing's going to die on your team. Your teammates are definitely going to die. You can out-heal pretty much anything. I guarantee it. You're gonna love this spec, you're gonna love this talent, and I hope you guys like the video.
yeah, offense, yeah, away, yeah, offense, yeah, away, yeah. Up here, we're free, bound only by frozen memories. Yeah, away, yeah, lost, yeah, away, it's hard. Yeah, away, yeah, racing all these broken dreams tonight. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Alright guys, that is the end of this video. I hope you liked the gameplay, and I hope you liked the little tips I gave you, and hopefully I gave you guys a new perspective. A lot of times I get comments like, oh, you should have juked more, you should have cloned more. sometimes it's not even worth it. You could literally sit there and try to juke all game and they would never go for it. So sometimes it's even better just to go for it, and if you get kicked, you get kicked. Whatever, you get a cast within 2 seconds. I think a lot of times it could be better instead of trying to play the game of who gets kicked and, you know, how many times you can juke that kick. I think it's a lot better and time saver than, you know, than just messing around with the DPS trying to juke kicks all the time. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like and subscribe button. As always, peace.